Alright, welcome back to another NoGi Driller's Guide session. This time we have Austyn drilling with Brandon, and Austyn wanted to start working on the straight ankle lock, or if the straight ankle lock fails, kind of coming up into some type of passing position. Now, Austyn can't do ankle locks for I think 2 more years, but the NoGi scene has been expanding so much, and it's one of those things that when he hits 16, he wants to make sure that he's ahead of the curve instead of behind the curve. So he's pulling his single X, he's extending his hips and knocking Brandon over, and then from there going into the ankle lock, possibly the heel hook, but mostly the ankle lock he's going to work on right now. One big detail I can tell you that I see right now is he's not getting his hips high enough. So when he's shooting, his knee line is still way too low. His knees need to be a lot higher, and his heel on the hip needs to be inward on the hip. These are all things, he's 14 years old. There's a lot of growth to be, accomplished. He's still doing incredible. But when you're drilling or you're watching content, you need to start looking at all these little details because they matter. Right now, it's going to be very hard to finish this ankle lock in a live roll because he doesn't have the knee line, and he doesn't have control of his opponent's hip, and he doesn't have control of his opponent's leg the way he needs to. And even the pinch with his elbow, right? Like, he needs to get his head on the mat. He needs to get his elbow pinched behind his back. The grip right now is way too high. His hand is above, like it's not even in the middle of his shin, it's closer to the knee. These are all details that when we're drilling, we're analyzing. But we want to put the footage out there so that people can see exactly what we're looking for as we drill or we train, okay? The grip, completely too high up towards his opponent's knee. His knee pinch, way too low. He needs his hips higher in the air. He needs his knees pinching higher. And he needs to make sure that the big detail a lot of people miss on the ankle lock is that they're trying to bring their elbow behind their back. And that way they get a better pinch on the foot. Like, if you think about it, I don't want my opponent's foot being able to create a boot or being able to, lock itself out. I want to give that foot, I want to bend it sideways, because if I can bend that foot sideways, I can break the foot a lot easier than if it's just flat, having that straight, engaged boot lock in. So those are the details. His heel right now needs to be turned in towards the hip. Better pinch, better control. That's what I want you guys to just take away from this is one little detail, and take your game to the next level with that one detail, and then just look for one detail each day.